This is the Lankeleisi X3000 Max, and Max it is, with a 1000 watt motor at the back and another at the front, both peaking at 1200 watts. This is one serious e-bike. But are we getting into moped territory? Let's find out in America. So this is going to be a first impressions of this beast of a bike, the Lankeleisi X3000 dual motor e-bike. It is the beastliest bike I've ever tried, and it's got two motors, so one on the front wheel, one on the back wheel. They're both 1000 watts, which is impressive. Front and rear suspension, so that was nice and comfortable going down that curb. I'm not going to push it too fast at the moment because I'm going to the hill climb test, and I like the bikes to be fairly fresh, obviously fully charged. Oh, interesting waves anyway. The Zoolander School of Driving. Each level, it's split into levels, so if I just pop it back down again, you got off, then you got Eco 1, Eco, and then you got normal, which is 2, and then you go up again, it's the second stage of normal, 3, and then you got sports, which is 4, and then a second stage of sports, which is 5. So currently on the pedal assist, 22-ish miles an hour. The GPS is reading about 2 miles an hour less than the speedo at the moment. Right, put the throttle down. That'll take us past to 25, 25.1, 25.7, 26. So I'm going to go up to the final level now. So now the pedal assist should take us to a higher level. So what is a moped? A moped is a class of two-wheeled bike that has a motor that can power the bike over 15.5 miles per hour or 25 kilometers per hour, but no more than 28 miles per hour or 48 kilometers per hour. They used to have pedals, hence the term moped, motor and pedals, but these days moped tends to mean a motor scooter with a 50cc engine. In terms of speed, without pedaling, this bike pretty much falls into that category, and with some riders it will even exceed it. All this time we've only been using the one motor. Oh, get across. Safe that way, but is it safe this way? There we go. So that was using the rear motor. If I hold down the plus sign, it will then change to dual motor. I'm going to come back to dual. So now it's using the front motor only, which means it's now front wheel drive, although because I'm kind of pedaling the back as well, it's actually all wheel drive. Sometimes you might find it beneficial to be on front wheel drive. It feels pretty much the same in front wheel drive as it does in rear wheel drive, but you can definitely feel like you're being pulled rather than being pushed. The screen's really nice. You can see when you pull the brake, it comes on brut. You can see it's in F right now, which means it's front wheel drive. It was but when it was in back wheel drive. I'm not going to do all wheel drive until I actually get to after Sandy Lane. Sandy Lane, the hill climb, to find out how well it's done, is going to be in the final review, which will be out in maybe a month or something. Like I say, this is our first impressions review. The first impressions are really nice at the moment. It's a folding e-bike. And something I really like about it are the handlebars. You've got so much more control on these kind of handlebars compared to the standard foldable handlebars. Not only that, they look so much better. Them foldy handlebars, the more I see them, the more I think they're ugly as hell. And trust me, hell is ugly. So I should probably just ride past them all, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm just gonna sneak on by. That's what we do, isn't it, on bikes? Right, here I am. So, how is this dual motor e-bike gonna do up Sandy Lane when you've got 1200 watts times 2? But how powerful is an electric moped? Well, they come between 1000 and 4000 watts. At 2400, this falls squarely in between those numbers. So is this a moped or a powerful e-bike? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Now remember, we haven't really got 2,400 watts. I mean, we have, but because they're split into two motors, what that means is I won't get faster, but I'll get better acceleration because it'll be able to deal with the weight of me better. So whereas one motor, if you took all the weight off, it could go, let's say it could go 30 miles an hour, but when you put all the weight on, it can't do it because it's struggling. But when there's two of you helping, it finds it easier to get to the full speed.
Having two motors will require a big battery, and hidden inside the frame is a 48 volt 20 amp hour removable battery, so you can charge it away from the bike if needed. At 960 watt hours, that's a big battery, and it will take you up to 130 kilometers or 80 miles according to manufacturers. That is if you help with pedaling, and you should be able to get 70 kilometers or 43 miles if you don't help and you're just using one motor.
Will it beat the X-Way Flex Pro? I'm trying to be brave. Am I on 100%? I'm pushing it, it's not even slowing. You're going to have to wait until the final review, because now I'm going to flip to the other side.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do that to you. I will let you see this bike go up Sandy Lane, but I'm going to cut parts out and I won't show you the time until the final review. So, let's go.
Dual mode. The strongest assist. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that front wheel spins because it pushes all the way to the back, which means there's less weight on the front. I'm going 20 miles an hour, 23, 24, and that GPS one is still two behind. There's someone over there, he has to push it up, but we don't. 20 miles an hour. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking a lot better than 1,000 watt singles. Wow. Can it beat the Cyber bike? I think that's a good target. And how far up can it beat the skateboards? It's looking good though. Wow. I'm just going to carry on going. That was pretty cool. So let's spend a bit of time in dual motor mode now. Now remember, having two motors, it is going to run the battery down a lot quicker than having one motor active.
I charge the battery using the Ecoflow Delta 2 Max, a portable power station that can charge with free solar power and has a huge 2 kilowatt battery, more than enough to charge the X3000 Max up twice. That's over 100 miles for free.
Oh, hello.
I've started doing all my charging, my phone, my bikes, my e-skates, recording equipment and more for free now, and Ecoflow have a range of different devices at different price points suitable for you and your electric vehicle. Not only that, but they're also massively handy in a power cut. The Delta 2 Max that I use will power a fridge for a very long time. If you want to know more, check out the video I made about the Delta 2 Max and solar charging, or there's a link in the description to check them out. During November, they have big sales happening, and if you're catching this video later, there are plenty of sales events throughout the year. Anyway, back to the video.
Now apparently it's got Shimano Altus gears, but the lever bit is your standard 7-speed, whereas when I've got Shimano Altus on other bikes, generally it's 8-speed with the different gear lever, the upgraded gear lever. So this has got the basic one. I don't mind so much because it is quite a nice gear shifter. It does the job. You can feel it pulling you forward, or either pushing and pulling now because it's all-wheel drive. Right, this is where I try and get some speed up. I never put my gloves on, bugger. Right, so the bike says 33, the GPS says 29. I'm not standing up, I'm just doing it sitting. So in that sense, the GPS now says 30. It's not super fast in terms of top speed, but it gets there really well. I really like that because it means you can carry stuff, and that rear rack looks impressive.
Despite UK e-bike laws making bikes that exceed 250 watts or that go faster than 15.5 miles per hour illegal, a lot of people are still buying them, just like a lot of people buy e-scooters despite those being legal. But you wouldn't buy a motor scooter and ride it round unregistered, so why are so many people doing it with powerful e-bikes? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but I know a lot of people want that extra power due to feeling unsafe on the roads at 15.5 miles per hour. needing to get up big hills in their area, and 250 watts just won't cut it. And in terms of getting into trouble, there's a definite feeling that if you're on something that looks like a normal pedal bike or even a low-powered e-bike and you're being sensible, then you're not hurting anyone, so it's a waste of resources trying to pull you over. But it is just a viewpoint and certainly won't be shared by everyone. Again, what do you think?
That was the first impressions video, and first impressions are that this is a very impressive bike, and like I say, look out for the full review. I'm going to keep riding it, but at the moment it's looking like this is going to be replacing my Engine Pro as my main e-bike.
Despite the cool looking motorbike style headlight and suspension forks, the X3000 Max still feels like an e-bike, or at least it feels like an e-bike ought to. Still nimble and easy to maneuver, still foldable and easy to store or transport. The X3000 Max is a game-changing e-bike, and unlike the admittedly cool cafe racer style e-bikes, it's not screaming, "I might be a motorbike, pull me over." That despite the mad power it's packing inside the frame.
In the full review you'll find out a lot more about it. The brakes, which are hydraulic, so feel nice, but I'm not going to do the full brake test until then. If you're interested in the bike, there's links in the description. If you do decide you want to buy this now, then it helps the channel a lot if you use our link, because we do get a bit of money back from that, but it costs you exactly the same. But yeah, I love this bike. Suspension is nice, foldable, but without stupid foldable handlebars. Decent range when you're not flooring it and using both motors. It's nice. So thanks for watching. Until next time, ride safe.